Panic buttons will now be required in your child's school. Governor Kemp signed a bill today mandating that technology in every Georgia district.
Political reporter Doug Reardon is at the state capitol, where this was a top priority for lawmakers this legislative session.
Yeah, a legislative session that got started just months after the deadly school shooting at Appalachia High School. Lawmakers said today and said again back then it was that tragedy that made school safety a top priority for them this year. On Monday, Governor Kemp made an extensive package of education bills, laws. Included in the legislation were new measures addressing chronic absenteeism, a shortage of school psychologists, and reading proficiency. But the most comprehensive bill was on school safety.
Ensuring the safety of all those in our schools is and will always be a top priority.
House Bill 268, known as Ricky and Alyssa's Law, now requires schools to provide maps of their buildings to law enforcement for quicker and easier emergency responses. It also makes sharing information on students easier between school districts, and it mandates panic button technology in every Georgia classroom.
Time equals life.
Lori and Ian Al-Hadef are the parents of Alyssa Al-Hadef, one of 17 victims in the 2018 Parkland, Florida school shooting. Georgia is now the 8th state to adopt a version of the law partly named for their daughter.
If Alyssa's law was there in 2018, our daughter would still be alive. And the Appalachia shooting, they used the panic button, and it saved lives.
The Al-Hadef say they pushed Georgia lawmakers to mandate panic buttons after the same tragedy that claimed their daughter's life came to Barrow County.
I would say it's death by 1,000 lashes, because it keeps happening, and these are preventable things. We can prevent this.
The bill is also partly named for Richard Aspinwall, an Appalachian coach who died in the September attack. His father, who was at the bill signing Monday, wants other states to be proactive about school safety.
It happens all over the country. This is the start here in Georgia. The rest of the country needs to follow up on the same thing.
Also included in that package of bills was Senate Bill 1, which would bar transgender women from competing in girls' sports. At the state capitol, Doug Reardon, Atlanta News First.